Don't blink. It's your boy Yinko. It's 14 October 2024. Happy Thanksgiving to my Canadian peeps, myself included. Where's my happy Thanksgiving? Thank you very much. We're doing a movie review today. We're doing a movie review of a movie called Game Inside. So, if you live in the Canada, in my country, you know that this movie was, I think it was in the top 10 for like 2 weeks. And I didn't like the prologue. I didn't like the premise of the movie. And I was like, ugh, it seems boring. But then it was there for a while. So I'm like, you know what? Open-minded. Please, let's be open-minded and try it out. I tried it out. And that movie was kind of cool. I did enjoy it. Was it the best Halloween movie that I saw? No. Was it close to the best movie that I saw of Halloween? No. But the concept in itself is very interesting. The movie in itself... The movie in itself... and that's kind of my fault. So if you guys didn't notice, lately we've been watching a lot of movies. Because we've been watching a lot of movies, I'll constantly compare. For example, I watched a movie called It, and it was so good. And then I watched It 2, and I was like, ugh, I didn't like it. Was it because the same day we watched The Substance, which was an amazing movie? Possibly. So yeah, so the game inside game, didn't really like it. It's about a guy. So you know what? I didn't really like the movie. So what we're as a horror movie. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about the positive. That way, this video does have some positive, right? Because I'm trying to be positive out there. I'm always trying to be positive. So the good side is how to present the story. So they're not trying to tell us with flashbacks. They're not trying to tell us with elaborate talk. They're trying to talk because, for example, they're having this supper, right? And they were having this supper every single year. So the fact that they're talking about the event and what led to the event, for example, the guy who is quote unquote the bad guy of the movie, even then did some bad thing, did some things that were not cool, and the thing that he did that was not cool. Picture him as a bad guy. You don't need to tell yeah, he's a fucking asshole. It's like, yeah, but he did a couple of things that are not cool at all. So when you're introducing the character, oh yeah, that's the guy who did that. I should be watching out for him. Not because he's a bad guy, but because I was told that he did some bad stuff. Makes sense? Makes sense. The movie in itself, the narrative is really good. The narrative is extremely phenomenal. See, the narrative in itself being from a group of friends that have, I was gonna call it gossip. Not really gossip, but it's very similar to gossip. It's in itself very interesting. Where the movie lacks a little bit for me, I'm a huge guy when it comes to narrative. I've been watching a lot of horror movie, right? And I've been watching Jason Voorhees, which I fucking love. I love the character. I love the concept of the character. I've been watching Art the Terrifier, Art the Clown. Love the character. I've been watching Michael Myers, Halloween. Love the character. But to me, they fall behind Freddy Krueger. They fall behind Chucky. Why? Because Chucky and Freddy Krueger have this better narrative where they're talking, where there is charisma. The movie Game Inside has a lot of charisma. The friends, which is great. Inside of this movie, every single friend is interesting to a certain extent. You have your favorite, but they get some screen time, and you somehow, and the movie in itself is actually super interesting. The concept is phenomenal. You somehow realize, at least I did, that the character that you'll end up liking is because of who you are. So some people are gonna prefer this character. Some people prefer this character. And what is super interesting with the movie is meta wise. If you look behind the behind between the line, if you look behind the script, if you look at behind the scene, if you look at the movie from a judging or analytic perspective, kind of cool. I adore this character. So the movie Game Inside is the guy who has done bad stuff we should be careful about, comes in with a machine. And the machine, what it does is you're able to exchange body, right? You can change body. And now if you're smart enough, I hope so, you understand that if I like this character, right? No matter what the body is, I'm gonna like this character. Right? That's kind of the thing here. So it's a great concept. It's a great perspective. What if your favorite character ended up in the body of your least favorite character? It's fucking with your mind, right? Now, where does Game Inside kind of fall short is at some time on the movie, you have a hard time deciphering who is who. First one. Second one, you have a hard time deciphering. Okay, well, wait. This character wasn't who I thought it was. And they're telling you what a character is. They're telling you, hey, yo, for example, I'm Spencer. Hey, it's Spencer. What if you lied? What if that's not truly Spencer? It sucks because you're like, holy shit, I'm confused. And during a movie, right, you listen. This is my perception once again, but during a movie, you can have this entire movie thinking that you understand something. If you look at the best movie that you saw, you understood something during the whole movie, and at the end, you say, nah, you're fucking wrong. Right? That's the cool thing about a movie. But with Game Inside, you're left thinking, I still don't know who was whom. There's a moment where one of the main characters is getting dissed. It's like, oh, you only with the girl you are with, which is a very specific moment of the show. You're only with the girl you're with because you didn't have any other chance. And on his own, this scene doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't. Okay. But then at the beginning of the movie, you saw the same guy having to masturbate because he wasn't attracted to his girlfriend. So you feel bad for your girlfriend. However, at that point, it's a kind of sad story. It's a good element to say, yo, I may be the one you're calling an asshole, but he's an asshole too, and you don't give him shit. It's a great narrative. It's a great way to do things. You want to expose my secret? I'll expose your secret. However, at this point, I don't know I don't remember the name of this guy. I don't know in which body he is. So it's a powerful narrative. It's a confusing narrative. Understand? So the movie in itself is great. And the movie in itself asks you a very simple question. If you could change body for one day, would you do it? I would say yes. You would say yes. My neighbor would say yes. There's a handful of people that will say no, right? And more power to these people. Shout out to these people. Put yourself in the comments. I'll give you a shout out. Okay? Deal? But you have to be honest. Deal. Now, the second thing. What if you were trapped in that body? So, if you were trapped in somebody else's body for a day or two, you would do it. But if you had that body forever, would you do it? And then all of these people, myself included, that says yes to the first question, are now saying no. Right? That's what the movie does. Okay, well, you're trapped in this body. What you gonna do? That's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. So the movie in itself is a good concept. The characters are likable. The movie in itself is a fun movie, but it's confusing. It's confusing, and this is once again, it's my perception. It's kind of like this with perception too, and I agree with that. I have a problem with you telling me, oh, this character is this character, because I have to trust you. And as a movie, for example, you gotta take one of the best example possible. If you look at the Ring of Power that came out lately, Ring of Power, which is Lord of the Ring, which is a movie about a book that was made in 1988 by a legend, a dead legend, but a legend, J.R.R. Tolkien, right? And the Hobbits, the movie The Hobbits were based on his art, right? The Lord of the Ring was based on his art, right? But then the Ring of Power, they were based on the art, but they took some liberties. A lot of people are mad at the Ring of Power because they put a orc couple that were having a baby. And then not only are you saying that what he said, Jar Tarkin said, was bad, but you're retconning. And it's not even that, it's the fact that, well, I thought one thing and you're presenting one thing, so now I don't know. Let the movie talk for itself. Let the narrative talk for itself. Let me understand things for myself. Don't constantly feed me information. Don't constantly feed me the plot. Let me discover it bit by bit. Close your eyes, think about the best movie you saw. Now tell me how much information they feed you. For some people, it's a little bit. For some people, it's a lot. For some people in the middle. But it's not constantly. And Inside Game does that constantly. Anywho, love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.